Hey everybody! Normally this is the time that I would say we are live, but tonight I'm saying I am live because Lynn got laid up at work, so she is on her way home. She should be in the door within 5-10 minutes. So we are not waiting for her. We are going for it. We can do this. I'm not alone. You are with me. I am Eric Eisenbud, the Grateful Chef. Welcome to my kitchen. I am so grateful and so happy that you have joined us once again. And hopefully you've seen the videos I've done today with the chicken soup. We're going to talk a little bit about that because it is just now coming up to that 3-hour mark that we wanted to simmer it for. And so, you know what? It's still on the stove. It's fine. It's okay to go more. You don't want to really go less than the 3 hours. But let's not commingle the two things. Well, we are going to, but hey, that's the way it is. I want to say welcome to anyone who's viewing the show for the first time or seeing this video on our page, the Grateful Chef with Eric Eisenbud Facebook group, or my personal page. I've gained a lot of new Facebook friends. So if you got wherever you're watching this, welcome. Hello to everyone that's been here before. I'm going to try and monitor. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but I'm sure going to try. Let's see. Eric Eisenbud is live. Here we go. That's awesome. So I'm going to try and read the comments as they come across. So I may or may not be able to do that, but surely Lynn will pick it up after when she gets here. Anyway, so I'm really super glad that I chose a dish that is really simple. I've been doing a lot of cooking. Hopefully you saw the videos and some of the photos from out in Ohio last weekend at the Fête des Boucheries. It was my first one. It was great meeting Chef John Folse, the ambassador, the king of Louisiana cuisine, and he's got a great, I'll call it a complex, down in Baton Rouge, and he's putting on these Fête des Boucheries, or Boucherie, I should say, to keep alive a tradition that is long-standing in Louisiana, and that is where families get together. The guys dispatch the livestock that they have raised to be able to feed their families throughout the winter. And it was great with a lot of great people, a lot of barbecue guys. I was with Phil Wingo from Pork Mafia. You saw me with him at the Pig Island event this summer. And we had a really great time. It was just fantastic. We made sausage, we made andouille, we made a ponce, which is a stuffed pig stomach. And we got to see all these traditional Louisiana recipes like the smoked raccoon and rooster stew. And we fed a lot of people, and it was just a really good time. So hopefully I'm going to get to do more of those. Hopefully I'll get to do the one in Baton Rouge. That would be really exciting. So anyway, this is a cooking show, not a talking show. So I'm going to get right to our board here. Of course, we're doing something quick and easy. Thank God, because I am flying solo. This is a Nigella Lawson recipe, and I'm not afraid to say I did not invent this, but it is absolutely amazing and genius. It's actually genius. So we're doing linguine with mushrooms, lemon, garlic, thyme, and there's some parsley in there also. And what's really cool is the only thing you have to cook is the pasta. Let me put the board away, get it out of our way. And I've got my water boiling back here. I'm going to crank it, get it really to a rapid boil, which is already there. This is well salted water, and I am going to put in our linguine. What I am not going to do, what I never do, is break the pasta. I have friends that would hunt me down if I did that. So we're going to just put this pasta in the rapidly boiling water. We're going to let that go. By the time this pasta is cooked, our sauce is going to be ready. Really simple. Two things that we have to do, and I did a little mise en place just for the sake of the show, but seriously, you need 1 lemon, a tablespoon of parsley, 1 to 3 tablespoons of grated cheese, a couple cloves of garlic, some thyme, This is about 4 or 5 ounces of cremini mushroom. These are the baby portobellos, you know, before they blow up. This is a half a lemon that I zested, and we're using the juice of half a lemon and a little olive oil. So you don't really have to measure any of this. You know, you can. It's really that kind of a simple dish, and it just it'll come together. You know, as far as your pasta to sauce ratio is right, that's all you really need to worry about. And even if it's not, you still don't have to worry about it. So let's see if I have any comments here before I get going. I have a like. I have 4 people watching. Nice. All right. That's a beautiful thing. So here we go. First thing I want to do is I'm going to do these mushrooms. Real simple. All we really want to do is slice them thin. They've been cleaned. Never wash them because they're like a sponge. They'll soak up water. So let me see if I can get our focus down here onto the cutting board. Here we go. And I'm simply, the way I do mushrooms is I will do one cut on the top like that, and then I'll stand it up so you have a nice firm thing. And you want to go nice and thin, because what's going to cook these mushrooms is the lemon juice. So you want to cut them really nice and thin. Run your knife through them. Tuck your fingers. Make sure you don't come off. There we go. These go in our bowl. Doing it in a nice glass bowl so you guys can see what's going on here. All right. A little bit of this. Okay. The other thing we need to do is mince our garlic. I want to make sure that you're going to be able to see that. So, recipe calls for 1. You know me, grateful chef. I will always put in more garlic than the recipe calls for because I like garlic. And a lot of times the garlic isn't as potent as I would like it to be. So let's see how our pasta's doing. Very nice. I'm going to turn it off of a super rapid boil and just let it go. All right, so mincing garlic, real simple. We're going to just cut that little root end off. I'm using 3 cloves of garlic. Bring it to the edge of my cutting board so I have clearance for my knife. And we're just going to smash it. Just like that. Just like that. Because when you do it this way, when you need to mince garlic, you're already halfway done when you do the smash method. Then you're just going to run your knife through it, get rid of some of those bigger pieces. And once it's to a point where it's not going to jump all over your cutting board, gather it up, and then run your knife. And I do this method where I hold the front down with 3 fingers. And I pinch the back of my knife. Hopefully you can see this. And that gives me a great rocking motion. It almost gives me double cut. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So it goes up and down. Takes a little bit of practice. Scrape it together. And there you go. Minced garlic. Scrape it together. And I do believe I hear Lynn pulling into the garage. We're going to put this in our bowl with our mushrooms. Okay. Clean up the knife. Okay. Now, so this is sort of like making a vinaigrette, but we're not doing the whole emulsifying thing. So what I want to do is, because I want the lemon juice to cook the mushrooms, I'm going to put the lemon juice in next, I got this great lemon squeezer. Does a great job. Just like that. Simple. And there she is, the lovely Lynn. Welcome home, honey. I think I'm going to add a little bit more lemon juice because I can tell there's not enough. But like I said, this is a recipe that you can get away with not even measuring, just go by eye. I also have here the zest, which is super yellow. The zest of that half a lemon, that's going to go in here. You can already see the flavorings that go into this dish are just incredible. It's a super great recipe, super easy. Here's Lynn. Say hi to everybody, Lynn. I can't see if anyone's here watching.
We're going to go take a look.
All right, so the next thing I'm putting in is the thyme leaves. All right, I'm sprinkling those in, and I want to give this a really nice mix because we want those mushrooms to get coated in the lemon juice so they cook while we're getting our pasta done. And this is how simple this recipe is. All right, you know, let's do the other half of a lemon, or the other piece, just get it fully done. Nice. All right, last thing I want to add is about 2 ounces of olive oil, and that's going to make our sauce. And again, doesn't even have to be measured. The other thing that's going to add to this sauce is when I drain the pasta, we're going to have some of that pasta water that is also going to make this sauce come together. So here we go. What do you have, Lynn?
All right, just to catch up with some things that were out there. We've got Gary next. He said, "What's up, kids?"
Hey, Gary. What's up, Gary?
We've got Chris Fife. He waved. Ada Tavley said, "Yummy." Anthony LaPinta, go chef.
Nice. Hey, chef.
Mary McCrae said, "Oh my God, I'm coming over."
This is a vegan dish here in the kitchen of the Grateful Chef. All right, now I want to go check my pasta, just because you do want it somewhat al dente.
Looks like Sean Margolit's with us.
This is almost there. So while we're over here, I want you to take a look at where our chicken soup that I was cooking all day today, not all day, simmered for 3 hours. Some of you guys hopefully have seen that video. If not, you can go and look at it now. It's 3 chickens, it's parsley, it's celery leaves, carrots, big pieces of carrot, onion, garlic, and you can see when I started the pot was really full. And now it's down here. But what's really important to see is look at the color. Remember, this was clear, cold water, and now it is not.
Wow.
So, like I said, go at least 3 hours. All this, you know, I may pull some of this chicken meat, but if I've done this right, all the flavor from the chicken is now into the soup. I'm going to try it. Yeah. There's a little bit in there. And this is where you don't follow the recipe necessarily verbatim. At this point, I want to taste this chicken. I want to make sure that there's no flavor left. So I will keep going until I feel that the flavor is, you know, completely, you know, the chicken is devoid of flavor and it's all in the water. Check another piece of pasta.
What kind of pasta do we have tonight?
We have linguine. And we're talking a little bit about the soup. I did a little mise en place because now when I serve it as a bowl of soup, I have cut carrots into 1/4-inch dice. Those are going to go into the bowl, each individual bowl. I've got that.
Do we have pieces of chicken too?
I have cut some celery, because that as well will go into individual bowls. Nice 1/4-inch dice. And then, if you were watching the video, you know that in an hour, or after the first hour, I took 2 of the chicken carcasses out, and I removed the breast meat. And this is how you get the meat in your individual soup bowl to have flavor. If I waited till this point, first of all, they would be shredded, and I wouldn't be able to cut it into these, into these great cubes of chicken.
Ah.
I just fed one to the camera woman. Let's see.
I'm a lucky camera woman.
Beautiful chicken flavor. Great. All right. Enough of that. Now.
You shouldn't feed me while I'm trying to talk.
Okay.
So Mary McRae said, my daughter will love that soup. I'm going to make it for sure. So did you post a recipe for it, or my post?
Nope.
Okay, so.
I'm going to strain the pasta now because it's done.
I'm going to move.
Yep. Over to the sink. And I just have a colander in here. And you want to drain it lightly because you do want to retain some of the water. So I'm going to let it drain in the pot, collecting some of the water if I want to have some of the water. And this is going to go directly into our bowl. Here we go, like so.
Oh, wow. Yum.
Okay. And we're almost there. You believe it, honey?
Wow, I mean, it's like I've only been here for 4 minutes and you're almost done.
Seriously. All right, so we're going to mix this up.
I'm going to come in close. There we go.
Really. Garlic. This is such a fresh pasta sauce. Hard to even see.
I'm going to come in closer right on the bowl.
Sure. Okay, I want to add some of the water. Just a little bit. Like so. And a little bit more olive oil. And now, we're going to add the tablespoon of chopped parsley. Go right in. And what's going to happen is you got that hot pasta. It is going to bloom the flavor and the aroma of this parsley. It'll be awesome.
Sorry, what makes it bloom?
The heat from the pasta.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And when you're mixing pasta with a sauce, especially like this, you want to hear a, I don't even know what to call it, a sloshy sound.
I hear a sloshy sound. I see Keith Brochu out there.
Hey, Keith. And then this is 3 tablespoons of Reggiano Parmesan. Now, I might not use it all. I want to use at least a tablespoon. But if I feel like I need more, I can add more. So I'm going to add and then mix.
This is such a great, easy weeknight meal.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you don't even have to measure. 1 lemon, a couple of mushrooms, a couple cloves of garlic, some parsley.
I'm completely about that, not measuring that cheese.
And I'm going to keep stirring it because what's happening is this pasta is still cooking. It's still hot enough that it's cooking. And it is absorbing the olive oil. It's absorbing the lemon juice. The mushrooms fall down to the bottom, which is completely okay because we're going to scoop them on top. But I'm looking at the pasta itself, and you can see that it's getting creamy. And the cheese helps with that. But you can see it's just beautifully coated. You have the parsley on there. The garlic is sticking. I add a little bit more cheese because Lynn and I love cheese. So I'm going to say that's about 2 tablespoons I've added and continuing to mix.
Keith said, I wish I was up north. That looks delicious.
Oh, Keith, I always wish you were up north.
We would love for you to come over next time you're up north.
So I wonder if you can hear the sound that I'm talking about. Ready?
Can you guys hear that sound? I can't imagine that they can't.
Okay, that's what you're looking for. This pasta is beautifully coated in the sauce. And I am going to put it on our serving plate. We're in the home stretch already. It's a beautiful thing. Here's our very bright and reflective serving plate. Yes, honey?
I didn't say a thing.
And this was a ½ pound of pasta. This is what the recipe calls for 2 people.
I think they might be wrong.
Well, you've never seen, no, you've seen me eat pasta, but I love pasta. I like every bite to be a full mouthful of pasta.
And, and Gary said it sounds great. I'm guessing it was the sound. Yep, he could hear it, and
Nice.
It sounds great.
Thank you.
And Keith says he misses us.
Oh, I made a mess.
Yes, you did.
All right, so now we've got all our pasta.
Come over
Look at how gorgeous.
close for that again.
And with my spoon, I'm going to make sure I get all the mushrooms, which are now soft, or softer, from the lemon juice. It's going over.
Oops.
Look at that. This is one of like Nigella's like late night dishes that she can throw together really quickly and like a midnight kind of snack. And I can see this is very satisfying. It's light. It's delicious. Get my paper towel because I need to clean up our mess.
Keith also confirmed you could hear the sloshing sound.
Nice.
What's neat about it is that whenever I used to make pasta pre you, I would have just stirred it up in the bowl and all my mushrooms would have been stuck on the bottom.
So when I put the pasta in, there was liquid. So it was lemon juice and it was olive oil, liquid in the bottom. And that's what you would have gotten if you don't continue to stir it. I guess it somewhat emulsifies, but that would be just pouring that wet liquid. Now you can see there's no drippy sauce on the plate. You know, it's not dripping. I have a little bit more parsley in my refrigerator, so I'm just going to do a little final sprinkling. This is actually for the... There we go. Fantastic. And if I wanted to get fancy about it, I could do a little garnish. You're serving this for guests. The old classic lemon slice. Slice the lemon.
I like it when you're fancy for me, babe.
Cut a slit in it. And voila, you've got the little lemon garnish.
That is fancy looking.
Just like that. And I, for one, can't wait to dig into this. Already, I think this is a record.
I don't know. I'm guessing at 1 point. Yeah, well, I think it might be.
All right.
I think you're at 22 minutes.
Fantastic. So I want to take a picture of this, but I want to grab a little bit, do it over my plate. All right. There we go. A little mushroom. It's got the garlic in there. And here we go. This is the money shot. Let me see how we did.
Happy?
The pasta is perfect, al dente. It's very refreshing and light. And like, I could eat this whole dish. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese on there as a salt element because it needs a little bit.
I see Sabrina out there watching too.
Hi, Sabrina. This is a good, quick one. All right, so here we go. That's what we have tonight. Very quick and easy. A heavy video day for the Grateful Chef, but this was a very easy, simple dish. Lemon juice, very bright. The mushrooms are cooked from the lemon juice. The garlic and the parsley, what could be bad about that? And the Reggiano Parmesan makes a fast, quick, easy meal. You could double the recipe and make a bigger batch. And yeah,
Keith just said you were refreshing.
I am refreshing. So I'm going to feed my very hardworking camerawoman and producer and wing beneath my wings. And always remember to be well, eat well, be kind, love each other. And you know that you'll see me because I'm not going anywhere. So more videos, more playing in the kitchen with Chef Eric. I'll do some pictures of the chicken soup when we plate it up, which probably won't be tonight. Yeah, we'll keep at it. I'll keep cooking as long as you keep watching. So be well, eat well, be kind, be nice, love each other, and I'll see you on the next Cooking in the Grateful Chef Kitchen with me, Eric Eisenbud. Peace.